Hello, my name is Casey McLaughlin, and this is my behavior biography project on William Nat Schoenfeld for the class of EDSE 619, Applied Behavior Analysis, Principles, Procedures, and Philosophy for Dr. Robin Moyer. Here is an actual picture of William Schoenfeld. Sorry. Next, I'm going to be talking about getting into the introduction. William N. Schoenfeld was born in New York City on December 6, 1915, and passed away on August 6, 1996, in Sun City, West Arizona. He was a professor, American psychologist, and author who went and graduated from Columbia University. He was also known as one of the three fathers of behavior analysis. William N. Schoenfeld was a professor at Columbia University and also served as the chairman of the psychology department at Queens College, located in the Queens borough of New York City. Shortly after retirement, William N. Schoenfeld began to teach at Hebrew University in Jerusalem. Schoenfeld then went on to create the psychology curriculum in 1949, which was more scientifically and behavior focused. Then went on to write the principles of psychology in 1950 with his colleague Fred S. Keller and also a group of graduate students. Here are a few of William N. Schoenfeld's publications that influenced the world of behavioralism today. Some books include, let me move myself over so we can see, The Principles of Psychology, Religion and Human Behavior, Stimulus Schedules, which is also titled The T, Reinforcement in Behavior Theory, and Journal of the Experimental Analysis of Behavior. Next, I'm going to be getting to a few articles found for my project. Two of them being the principles of psychology and the curriculum of psychology. First, I'm going to be talking about the principles of psychology. The Principles of Psychology was co-written with a fellow colleague of William N. Schoenfeld by the name of Fred S. Keller, and was also written with a group of graduate students. The Principles of Psychology focused on scientific methods and was a theoretical framework for psychology. The research and students were being done by a group of graduate students that William and Fred S. Keller taught at Columbia University. They researched animals and humans and studied the basis of radical behavioralism. The Principles of Psychology was one of the most dominant and famous readings in behavioralism's history and created a more theoretical framework for psychology, which was previously stated before. Next, I'm going to be going ahead and talking about the psychology curriculum that he also created. And the psychology curriculum was an introductory course that was different from other psychology courses because it was more biologically focused and experimented on more of a systematic perspective. Most of Schoenfeld's findings were influenced by B.F. Skinner and Ivan Pavlov's ideas, which were based on personality, individual drives, knowledge, and personality. During the creation of the curriculum, students researched the right responses in humans learning by testing people's ability to remember the pathways of mazes and other sensory processes. This curriculum was one of the first laboratory scientific classes that were offered to students to become a science credit at Columbia University. Then the program even carried on to Queens College, which was offered as a doctoral program. And if I had the opportunity to interview William N. Schoenfeld, here are a few questions that I would like to ask him myself personally. Out of creating both the principles of psychology and curriculum of psychology, which one do you find more influential in understanding of students today? Secondly, how was it creating and writing the Principles of Psychology with Fred S. Keller and a group of graduate students? Did you feel more supported by having Fred there and the graduate students? Third, how did you feel about the mice rat experiment results based on them being inaccurate? Number four, based on the results, how did you feel about it supporting Skinner's and Pavlov's beliefs? Did you feel better about it, the fact, or did you want to do something more so that you could come out with better results? And lastly, do you think that you could have done anything else or more to help us future behavior analysis today? And if so, what would that be? And in conclusion, in my opinion, William N. Schoenfeld was one of the most influential leaders and researchers for the world of behavioralism today. He created many opportunities for students during his time and created many outlets for individuals to grasp and be able to implement into their work. He was known as one of the three fathers of behavioral analysis, which I support and will continue to adopt into my future endeavors. The fact that I was able to reach a sense of understanding of whom Nat Schoenfeld was and what he did for future behavior analysis is one that I hope prospective researchers will experience as well. Thank you so much for listening, and that concludes my presentation.